Yesterday, we talked about dividing decimals when we had this first scenario. So there's no decimal outside the house. There's no decimal in the divisor. We're dividing by a whole number. And that's what we did yesterday in all of those examples. So today we're going to do this second kind where there is a decimal in the divisor. And that's where it gets a little bit trickier. But if you stick with me, I think we'll be able to get it. Okay, I don't think it'll be too hard for you. So if there is a decimal outside of the house or in the divisor, then we're going to do the following. We have to move the decimal. In other words, we can't divide by a decimal. We have to divide by a whole number. In order to be able to do it, we have to move the decimal in both the divisor and the dividend. Okay, so if there's a decimal outside, we have to move the outside decimal to make it into a whole number. In other words, we're going to move it all the way to the right. Whatever number of places we move the outside one, we're going to also do to the inside one. And then we're just going to put our decimal straight up into the answer, and it looks just like the problems that we worked yesterday. So that's the only difference, is we have these two steps right here. So this example I put in your notes. So let's go ahead. If you'll just look up here or on your paper, I'm going to work it up here for you. So which number goes inside the house? 4.456,000. Very good. 456 thousandths. And the number outside is 0.3 or 3/10. Okay? Now remember, here's how it works. We can't have a decimal out here. Can't have it. Not allowed. Not permitted. Illegal, whatever you want to call it. Can't have it. So we have to make this into a whole number, and we do it by moving the decimal over a place. That's effectively multiplying by 10. But we're going to move the decimal over one place because it needs to touch the house. The decimal needs to touch the house. If you remember that, that might help. So we're going to make the decimal touch the house. So I'm going to move it over one place till it touches the house. Now, if it were over 3 places, I would move it over 3 places. My goal is I have to move it so that this one touches the house. That's the big thing. Okay? But whatever we do to one, we got to do to the other one. So this one we're going to move over how many places? One place. We moved the outside one over one place, move the inside over one place. Now, before you divide, I encourage you to rewrite it because you got a lot of zeros in here that are going to get in your way and make it harder. So let's rewrite it. We have 3 divided into, and I can get rid of that 0 right there because I don't need it anymore, 4.56. See, now it's much cleaner and easier to divide. Okay, and now it looks just like the ones we did yesterday. We put our decimal up into our answer, put our 3 blanks, and we start dividing. How many times does 3 go into 4? 1. 1 time, that's 3. Subtract, we get 1. Bring down the next number. How about 3 into 15? 5. 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15, so we subtract. We bring down our last number. How many times does 3 go into 6? 2. Very good. 2 times. So minus 6, and we have 0 left at the end, and we're finished. So the only difference between today and yesterday is that before we started, we moved that decimal one place. So let's just talk for a second about where the decimal goes in these. So in the first one, let's pull up my pen real quick. There we go. In the first one, I would put 0.013 inside the house, right? And 6.2 would be outside the house. So how many places do I need to move the decimal until it touches the house? 1. 1 place. So this one goes over one place, and this one also goes over one place. So this one becomes 62 divided into 0.16. You see it? Okay. All right, the next one, we have 3 divided into 1.2. Are we going to move the decimal? No. No need to move the decimal, right? Because there is no decimal showing right here. There is one. It's at the end. But we don't have to move it because it already is touching the door. Okay, let's look at the next one. So we have 1.2345 on the outside and 0.567 on the inside. How many places do we need to move the decimal?
4.
4 places. You see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, because it has to touch the door. That means the other one has to move 4 places. So we'll move it 4. 1, 2, 3. What do we do now? We have to add a 0 so we can keep going. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 12,345 divided into 5,670. Do you see it? That's it. Okay, and then our last one. We have 4.23 divided into 78. How many places do we need to move the decimal? 2 places, right? 1, 2. So here's the part. Where is the decimal going to go in the number 78? What do we have to do? What do we have to do, Jay?
We have to add a decimal at the end.
Yeah, put the decimal at the end. And then we're going to move it over how many places? 2 places. 1, 2. So we now have, I'll rewrite it over here so it's easier to see. 423 divided into what? How about 7,800, right? 7,800 or 7,800. Okay, questions? All right, these two are in your notebook. If you will go ahead and work these 2 problems on your paper, and then we'll talk about them in just a second. Did you get my answers? Number 1 was 2.5. Good. And how about number 2? Number 2 you really didn't have to divide, right? Once you move the decimals over, there was no dividing needed because it's just 1 divided into 2,500. Well, 1 goes into anything that number of times, right? So it's just 2,500.